Hello there, spring has well and truly sprung, so I thought I'd round up some rosy, peachy, refreshing makeup picks to get us into the spirit of the season. I always have a fairly confused beauty body clock. 95% of my audience is in the Northern Hemisphere. I've spent the last couple of springs and summers up there, and beauty launches usually follow that seasonal cycle, but I'm from Australia where it's currently autumn, so at least this is giving me a sense of escape to sunnier days. I'm very excited to be working with By Terry for part of this video. I was already planning to feature some of their stunning summer collections in this edit, so it was perfect timing when their team reached out and asked to work together again. They're one of my favourite luxurious French brands. You might have spotted their new serum blush and an eyeshadow stick in my working from home video last month, but you'll see more of their new pieces here today. I know many of us might not even be wearing too much makeup during this time, but I always hope my channel is a place you can come to enjoy beauty, join the conversation, find some inspiration for another time, or just enjoy some satisfying swatches. I had a couple of lovely messages last week from viewers who said they love coming here to admire products without feeling any pressure to acquire them, and that perfectly sums up the feeling I'm always trying to create. So the bulbs are blooming, the blossoms are out, Miranda's back, florals for spring, groundbreaking, but it's one of my favourite seasons. This isn't a full skincare and makeup routine, just a look at my seasonal bronze and glow, blush, eye and lip picks. Let's get started. I don't go all out with bronzing products in spring, it's more of a summer scenario for me, but I do like weaving in some golden tones and a few highlighters with a touch of pink to channel those petals. I shared By Terry's spectacular new launches on my Instagram and story a few weeks ago and had a big response. The two products I'm featuring in this video just launched in Mecca in Australia this week, so you can spot them on their website, and two more pieces from their summer collection will be arriving here in July. These might be from a summer range, but the rosy glow and rose embellishments on By Terry's Brightening CC Palette in Sunny Flash meant it was top of my list when I was brainstorming for this video. This new palette was actually inspired by Terry's famous Brightening CC serum in Sunny Flash, a product you've seen many times in my content. It's one of my holy grail glowy base products to wear alone all over the face or mixed into other skin tints for an extra glow, and it has an incredible blurring, smoothing quality on the skin. Their powders have a similar soft focus radiance, and you've got bronze, blush and glow in one. Number 1 Champagne Blush is a pearly champagne highlight to sweep over the high points of the face. Number 2 Pink Petal is called a soft tea rose, adding a glow and very subtle blush, but it can also double as a rosy highlighter. Number 3 Vibrant Rose is a beautiful pinch of almost coral pink for a realistic sun-kissed look on me. I love using all three of those on my eyes too. But number 4 Desert Sparkle is the highlight for me. Not a highlighter though, it's a beautiful radiant bronzer that adds some much needed colour to my face at the moment. I use my By Terry dual-ended face brush to apply all of these. It's the same brush I used to apply a By Terry bronzer that was in my 2019 makeup favourites. I just pick up a bit of the powder, sweep it around the high points of the face, along my hairline and across the bridge of the nose. The powder is buildable but still looks natural. I personally don't like seeing glitter in face powders, and even though there's very fine shimmer in this, it just looks luminous and I don't notice it unless I'm really looking for it up close or in sunlight. This limited edition palette has been a huge hit, so it's currently sold out on byterry.com, but the team told me it's due to be restocked on the 20th of May. After that, when she's gone for good. Let me know if this beautiful collector's item is on your wish list. Another product that spectacularly combines bronze and glow is Chanel's latest Balm Essentiel shade Golden Light. I love both of their earlier illuminating sticks too, but fell in love with the look of this at their Spring 2020 runway show in October last year. This creates a dewy glow in one swipe, that hydrated, glossy kind of highlight. The golden tint is very subtle even on my fair skin, so I probably would have liked a little bit more oomph, but it's great if you're wanting to play it very low key with bronzer. Next, two highlighters that have a lovely pink tone to create flushed and glowy cheeks in one go. Chantecaille's Liquid Lumiere in Luster was a product I discovered through Rosy Huntington-Whiteley. You can spot it in my celebrity makeup bag series. This is such a pretty, really peachy illuminator with a light gel texture that I wear in place of blush for a healthy springtime glow. Another product for that kind of look in an even easier format to swipe on is Charlotte Tilbury's Glowgasm Beauty Light Wand in the shade Pinkgasm. You've seen the original Spotlight shade many times in my videos, but the range has extended and includes this metallic pink. Fairly pigmented, but it shears out nicely on the cheeks, and I love patting it onto the eyes for a light-catching rosy glow there too. Blush is always my favourite category, but it really is the key for me to getting into the spring theme. Pinks, peaches, and dewy textures ahead. Along with that By Terry palette, one of the top products that came to mind when I was planning this video was the M Cosmetics Colour Drops Serum Blush in Rose Milk. You can find a more detailed review of this formula on my channel, but it is such a unique, dewy, lightweight blush. I've previously called this shade my Keira Knightley walking through a field kind of colour, and if that visual doesn't say spring, I don't know what does. The Nudestix Nudies Bloom formula is a more dewy version of their famous Nudies blushes. I enjoy a few shades in this family, swatched in a big Nudestix video earlier this year. Tiger Lily Queen is a fresh, sheer coral. Super bright, so a little bit goes a long way if you want a more subtle pop of colour. I mentioned in that Nudestix video that this one feels so nice and cheery for spring. Tata Harper's volumizing lip and cheek tints are one of my favourite cream blush textures. The fresh, rosy shade, very sweet, screams spring to me and has a slightly luminous look on the skin too, thanks to its very emollient, soft formula. This shade has also been worn by the ultimate English rose, Emma Watson. You can find some of her other clean beauty pics in a video here. Another one of my top dewy multitaskers, Olio y Osso's tinted balms come in a range of pretty spring pastels, but number 2 French Melon is one of their best sellers and a shade I reach for to instantly make my face look more fresh. Don't be put off by how vibrant it is in the tube. You can swipe it on for a sheer pop of pinky orange on the cheeks and lips. Espresso is an indie brand from Italy known for their coffee-infused lipsticks, but Glassy, their blush by the glass, launched earlier this year. This glossy, transparent jelly reacts to the pH of your skin and turns into a vibrant pink with a dewy finish. I've seen images on their Instagram of this worn on the cheeks and eyes for a great monochrome glossy look. Copper, peach, champagne pink, rose gold, it's a glistening spring scene in this eye section. I love the ease of eyeshadow sticks, and By Terry's Ombre Black Star formula is beautifully creamy, pigmented, easy to blend, and dries down and does not budge. 3 new shades launched as part of their summer collection, and I think all 3 instantly became my top 3 in their entire range. Number 20, Immaculate Light, is a classic champagne. This type of shade and format is the easiest way to create a bright, glamorous eye with absolutely no effort. Just swipe it on, smudge with your fingertips, and finish with a red lip. Number 21, Rose Elixir, popped up in my working from home video last month. It's such a stunning light pink that really makes my green eyes pop. A very user-friendly version of the colour if you're getting into wearing some pink on your eyes for the first time. Last but not least, number 22, Sunny Flash, inspired by my favourite CC serum shade again, is just the colour I've been looking for from By Terry. Their existing Ombre Black Star shade, Bronze Moon, is quite cool toned, but this feels warm and summery, a perfect bronze for me. Back to Chanel's spring collection with a new longwear liquid shadow formula, Ombre Premiere Lac. Rising Sun is like molten copper, and that orangey tone feels so fun for this season. Such a beautiful shade, and it really sets in place so you've got to work quickly. You can tone it down by buffing it in with a brush or your fingers, but that brings out much more of a sparkly look. More metallic fun with Charlotte Tilbury's Eyes to Mesmerize cream shadow in the shade Rose Gold. Charlotte's cream pots are very, very soft and super pigmented, so I never make a dent because I only pick up the tiniest bit on my fingertip. You can smudge it on with your fingers or get a bit more control using a fluffy brush. Hello, fancy seeing you here, Skywash. Finally had a chance to try Glossier's new liquid matte eyeshadows, so you'll see the rest of their range in a video very soon. Valley is called a warm peach, and it's a dreamy, washed out, desert kind of shade. And like the Chanel formula, this does not budge once it sets. See you for more of these swatches and application tips soon. Finally, a very delicate, subtle spring shadow pick. Bobbi Brown eyeshadow in Antique Rose is something I discovered through celebrity makeup artist Nikki DeRoost when she used this in a masterclass in New York last year. It's a super smooth matte and a very, very subdued pink if you don't want to go all out and match the cherry blossoms. Now I've gathered a spring-inspired lip gradient from tinted balms and sheer looks to more buildable colour. Fresh's Sugar tinted lip treatments come in lovely pinks for spring, but Rosé is the original and the best for me. A dainty, sheer pink for a soft flush on the lips. I've mentioned before that these aren't a balm I find particularly nourishing, but I love the sheer shades and usually have one rolling around in every bag for easy colour on the go. I've raved about the M Cosmetics Colour Drops blush, but I've also been enjoying discovering more from Michelle Phan's brand. Their Lip Cushion Tinted Lip Luminizer in Magic Hour is a skinny, twist-up stick that leaves such a lovely peachy nude tint and shine. This really melts on the lips and is a lot more luminous than the fresh shade above. Let me know if you've tried this. An overwhelming new sheer lipstick obsession began for me last year. Gucci Beauty's sheer formula is gorgeous. The floral packaging couldn't be more spring themed if it tried. They feel barely there on the lips and leave the loveliest sheer colour and balmy shine. The shade The Painted Veil is a rosy, peachy nude that just perks up my lips. A staple for me for spring and summer. The Glossier Generation G shade Crush can help you channel a bright spring peony or tulip or a mouthful of berries. This punchy raspberry pink has a sheer buildable texture, so you can let it slightly tint your lips or really build it up. I compared this particular colour to Glossier's Vanillic Lip formula in a big swatching video recently. You'll find almost all of Charlotte Tilbury's Hot Lips 2 lipsticks on my channel, but In Love with Olivia is my pick for this season. This colour was inspired by fashion star Olivia Palermo and is described as a sumptuous pink, but on me it's a lovely peachy nude. This is in Charlotte's KISSING formula, so it's creamy and has a nice sheen. Time to dive into the gloss with some roses, nudes and reds here. I swatched Dior's Rosewood range in a recent video, great fit for spring too, but a standout product for me this year has been their Lip Glow Oil. The shade Rosewood is a lovely, natural, pinky nude without looking bright on the lips like their signature 001 pink does. A smooth lip oil meets gloss texture, high shine, minty taste, giant doe foot, I'm addicted. Then a classic gloss call like Fenty Beauty's Gloss Bomb in the original shade Fenty Glow. A rosy, shimmery nude that's lovely all year round, of course. A slick of this comfortable, non-sticky shine and the candy sweet flavour always perks me up. There are several other shades to choose from now, so I'd love to hear your favourites. If you're not much of a pink person, Charlotte Tilbury's new Collagen Lip Bath shade Pillow Talk has a lovely natural tone, quite close to the normal colour of my lips. This is part of the extended Pillow Talk family of products, big video update coming on that in future. This has a super pepperminty scent and taste, love heart doe foot, and creates the illusion of fuller lips because they look so glossy and plump. Now this is a lip oil many of you'd been begging me to try. The Clarins Lip Comfort Oil is probably the most famous option on the market, and I was sent a sample of their Red Berry shade recently. This is the only one I've tried, but the first thing to note about this shade is the super strong scent. Like an intense berry lolly. I can't put my finger on it, but it's something from my childhood. It leaves a nice slight red tint and feels slightly thicker than Dior to me. Definitely planning a big lip oil comparison video. A wild card to finish. This brighter Bobbi Brown crushed oil infused gloss is in the shade Wildcard. You've heard me sing the praises of this beautifully balmy, light formula before. They're truly a stroke of gloss genius. It's a formula I could sit and swipe on all day. It feels fantastic. You can see the whole shade range in an earlier video, but this felt like a lovely tulip sort of tone. Some quick nail polish picks to finish. You can find my full at-home mani tutorial and tips and tricks linked below, but here are some of my favourite spring pinks. In this video, I'm wearing the Essie Gel Couture shade Couture Curator, a nice petal pink with a great brush shape, so it's so easy to apply. This is 3 light coats to make it look nice and bright. OPI's Infinite Shine shade You've Got Nata on Me has become one of my new favourite spunky peach shades. It's not a soft pastel peach, there's almost some coral to it, and I always get comments when I wear this in my videos. The sheer baby pink shade CCT from Olive & June's spring collection is a classic, sophisticated shade that lasts for well over a week on me. You know how much I love their polishes and can see this swatched alongside the rest of their spring range on my channel. To finish things off, Nails Inc Gel Effect shade Mayfair Lane, a lovely pastel that isn't too much of a bright pink and is perfectly opaque in 2 coats. Hope this helped you get into the spring spirit, even if it's not currently that season in your country and this is inspiration for later on. I'd love to hear what kind of beauty looks or products spring conjures up for you. Is it a big bouquet of pink and peach tones too, or do you start getting into bright shades straight away once winter is over? A big thank you to By Terry for working with me. It's such a pleasure to be invited to partner with a brand of their stature again. You can find their summer collection on the By Terry website, which ships to more than 30 countries, and it's made it to Mecca for the Aussies. Please share what sort of spring products you've been enjoying recently, whether you're applying them or just admiring them. Thanks for watching. See you next time.